So I'm very new to this, and the reason I didn't want to come and to do this was, frankly, was selfishness. It was like, I'm afraid of being the hippie priest, you know? He's the liberal guy, you know? And I thought, oh, that's going to go over real well. I'm from the West Coast, too. Makes it worse. I'm from Washington State. This is bad. Anyway, Marie called, and so I had all my normal precautions to make sure it's all safe. So I go on the web, and I'm looking around for, there's got to be some marijuana-based thing that's here, and I find this stuff. So I call her back and say, hey, there's this stuff here. They found that. Did you check that out? What did the urologist say? So I'm checking everything, you know. And before she gets back, I thought, well, I'm going to trace this down, and this looks pretty good to me, and I'm going to see if I can get it, you know? So I call the pharmaceuticals, and I'm talking with them, and I find out that, well, no, really, you can't get this. It's a test drug, and it's this, and it's that, and they got permission 4 months ago from the FDA to do it. And I won't go into all this stuff, but what I learned was this. You can't get anything that works right now, and what they're trying to get with the Compassionate Care Act here is the best thing that I've heard by far. And in the Jesuit spirituality, Christian spirituality, by spirituality I just mean you're in my lived experience daily of the mystery of love. That spirituality is the mystery of love. It's with God, our family, one another. And this is for everybody, the lived mystery of love. With spirituality, the Jesuit principle is we're loved, that God loves us and loves all the children. He loves everybody and gives us all the things of the earth to help us love one another. And this medical marijuana is one of these things that God has given us to love one another with. And this law does it intelligently with correct boundaries, etc., from everything I could figure out. And so this principle goes, it's a real no-brainer. It's like God has given us all of these gifts, and we're supposed to use them insofar as they help. Pretty simple. And abstain from them insofar as they would be addictive or unhelpful. So we use them insofar as they help. And then it goes on to say this. However, one must be free in this area, free to use things insofar as they help and free to abstain from them. So we must work for our freedom. And I realized I had to work against the fear about my reputation. What's that? It has nothing to do with anything. So I had to overcome kind of fear of what people would think, the hippie priest, and also I had to know for sure, is this absolutely safe? Well, breathing isn't absolutely safe. In other words, I had to work to get free about my stupid worries and also spend a little time working. So this would be my hope for the senators that are currently blocking this, that they would do their homework. Do a little homework. It doesn't take that much. This is a bit of a no-brainer from my experience. Do a little homework on it and overcome any fear they perhaps have, maybe projecting, any fear they might have about how they look. That is totally unhelpful. Anyway, thank you for listening.